Welcome back, everybody, to episode 36 of the Sweet Science Podcast with myself, Fat Mouse. Who else we got in here?
I'm Cash with a K and not C.
It is phenomenal to be back. We never left. But
Feels like I haven't been here in time.
It does feel like that, man. It does feel like that because we've done a bit of filming from my yard, innit? So really and truly, all these interviews that you've been seeing uploaded, there's a couple more coming as well. A lot of them were done at home. So because we've been doing all the setup at home, it just feels like we haven't been here for a while, but we have, innit? But yeah, guys, apologies in advance for the sniffles. I'm not on whiff. I've just got mad hay fever and I had no idea what it was because this is not hay fever season. But I was walking up to the car to make my way here and my brother saw me and I was basically bawling in it. My eyes watering, nose like just dribbling, everything gone. He's like, what the hell's wrong? I was like, blood, hay fever, innit? And he was like, oh, apparently the tree pollen count. I didn't even know trees had pollen, bruv. I thought they just had leaves. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's just mashing me up. Next week, I've been battering this thing here, which is, them nasal sprays and that. But you know what? I'm all for this like natural remedy and that, innit? Someone's telling me, eat honey from local honey. Why am I going to find local honey from the ends, northwest London? What's there? What beehives are there?
Oh, I was about to say, what's local honey?
Like as in like honey sourced from bees like, in the ends. Where are they going to be sitting? Like Kilburn? You get me? And then someone says pollen, bee pollen. Bruv, once again.
Go on Gumtree, bruv. Someone's garden.
No, that's disgusting. I'm not on that, bruv. There's no flipping FSA, bruv. Food Standard Agency or whatever. Is that financial? Anyway, there's no food standards in it. Like these breads could just be scratching their batties and then bottling up my honey, bruv. No, I'm good, man. So yeah, I'll be rubbing my eyes non-stop. I'm gonna top up this thing because it's killing me, man. But yeah, apologies, like I said in it. I look a bit mashed up. I look a bit high. Still, I'm not. I promise. I'm just bruck. But yeah, blood. I just had to get that out there. I was at my brethren's here the other day, innit? And have you ever heard of it? It's called Top Dog. Top Dog Russian bare knuckle boxing. Nah.
No idea.
Oh my!
Sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen.
These guys forget BKFC, bare knuckle FC. Forget the UFC. These guys are on smoke, but they are. A lot of them are just like untrained or like hardly trained fighters. Some of them are like MMA guys. Some of them have been, K1 champ. There was a K1 champ. He was on smoke. He was legendary, innit? He fought one big guy. My brother doesn't know too much about it. He was like, oh, this guy's wham. He's gonna bang him up. Blood. He got finished. He got pammed so quick. It was unbelievable. Yeah. He just kept folding him. Bruv, it's crazy. These guys. So I think they're always topless. They're always topless. Yeah. But these brothers can wear any footwear they want, and they're always in jeans. Always in jeans.
Blood, it's just like that, like garden fights and then pub fighting and that. Yeah.
Bruv, these guys.
That's proper bare knuckle, eh?
One bear came out, yeah. And I swear that he was doing his ring. Oh, you know what the cage is? Or the ring?
No.
It's hay. It's made of hay, blood.
What, the floor?
It's in a car park about the floor. It's in a car park. It's just hay around a normal concrete floor.
What?
So and it's small. It is.
So it's like literally phone booth brawling.
Exactly. Like you can move around a tiny bit in it.
Okay.
But there's not much space. The whole thing is hay.
Mad.
So if you fall into the ropes, which is the hay, it kind of gets stopped. You're not allowed to do anything anymore because I think the hay would just collapse in it.
That's what I'm thinking. They just fall through the hay.
Grass in their hair, in their face, grass in their mouth, and they're still fighting. But blood, they're not wearing gloves. Obviously, it's bare knuckle. They're not bare knuckle. They're just wearing like a hand support. You know them old arthritis hand things. That's all they're wearing, bruv. It was the maddest thing. This you came out. Yeah, they're so gully. Yeah, he came out. He's doing his ring walk, walking to the haystack, yeah? And
walking to the haystack sounds
he's got his jeans on, and I swear to God, blood, his belt was a string.
What?
It was a string. His belt was a string. Like
he's holding up his jeans with a string.
That finished me. If that guy's got a rope or like a string as a belt, he's winning. He's the winner. He's got nothing to lose, bruv.
He's a madman.
Oh my gosh, bruv. I was watching in awe, and they got women doing it. Obviously, like whatever in it, but it's mad. It's so ghetto, bruv. It was mad. Like I wanted to get involved.
And it's in Russia.
I don't know, blood. I believe so, innit?
Okay.
They speak that language, innit? One of them ones there.
Okay.
But I believe it's Russian. It must be in it because there's hella Russians out, and the winner always puts on like some sort of a hat in it, One brother put on a beret, the other one put on that mad Moscow hat. There's a couple of guys, they're not all rushing in it. A couple of guys from like Kazakhstan.
Okay, so in and around those areas. Yeah. Okay.
One guy come out looking serious. He looked like Bruce Lee, innit?
Jeez.
Like he got finished, bruv. He got finished, man. But yeah, it's.
I need to check it out. I'm definitely checking it out.
It's definitely worth like watching it. You know what? After this, we'll put someone in it anyway, just to sing, and I'll see if we can show you some of this without, infringing copyright laws or whatever. Mad, though. That was entertainment for hours, bruv.
I need to check it out. Bare knuckle brawling, just bare knuckle fighting in general. Bare knuckle
fighting in general.
It's just mad.
Yeah, fighting in general.
But that's just a different level,
just
bro.
Lick it and you could just hear the thumps. And there's just a ghetto crowd and like the guys, they got belts and everything. Like as in like
championship belts. Yeah, of course.
Give me the belt. I'm like, just get yourself a normal belt first. Bro.
They have to, bro. They have to.
Yourself a belt before anything.
It's mad though.
But I don't understand why they're not wearing tracksuit bottoms. I think it's a choice to fight in jeans.
They probably prefer it. They're used to it.
I'm just
they fight in
tracksuit bottoms. Man, put on a couple like some slim fit tracksuit. Bam,
comfortable, innit?
And then I could just move around, innit? But you don't. You're allowed to elbow. No, you're not allowed to elbow. You're not allowed to elbow. You're allowed to shoulder in the clinch. You're allowed to shoulder strike anyway. When you're against the hay, you can't do anything in it. Like he's like hands are free.
It sounds mad, is it? When you're against the hay,
you have to watch it, blood. It was so much entertainment. I'm telling you, that was mad.
That's dank. I'll check it out. 100%.
Sat there and just eating like a fat tray of tiramisu while I was watching it, blood.
Wow.
But instead,
what are you gonna do instead?
We should just do it now.
You know what?
Feel me? What?
All right.
Hello?
Because
do you like tiramisu?
Whenever I'm sitting down watching bare knuckle, all I want to do, all I ever want, is a tray of tiramisu.
That's what I'm saying. So, blood, you think about it and it will happen. You get me? That's
law of attraction.
Law of attraction.
Wait, hold on. Let me just.
You don't have to do that. You visualize it, but you don't need to do
Magneto.
that.
Who am I being like? Magneto. Wasn't it Professor Xavier?
Yeah. So listen, I'm sorry. I didn't even know how to comment on that. Like, I didn't have to. Yeah, me. I just feel like I brushed that under the.
Which one? Magneto.
Yeah.
Oh, it's scum. Don't bad. It's scum.
I think that this is your one. I'm not gonna lie. It's got a slightly browner tinge.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, that must be. Thank you.
So we ordered tiramisu.
Grab one as well.
Tiramisu Delight.
Tiramisu Delight.
At them on Instagram. Yeah, we already like boomerang them so you lot can see. I'm not gonna tilt it too much.
I'm not.
No, we don't do that.
Sometimes mix it up, mix and match. You never know. I don't know why, but anyway, let me go up close. Give me that. Let me hold you. You stopped. You're frozen.
Froze. Lagging.
Let me go up close and show the peoples.
Cool.
Nice little bow.
Yeah. I know. I took a picture anyway. You don't really need to do that, but do it now because you're there. Alright, boom. Up. Angle. There you go. There you go. Boom. Bring it true, man. Tiramisu Delight. You can find them on Instagram at tiramisu.delight. Delight is spelled the conventional way, not D-L-I-T-E.
Standard spelling.
Normal.
They're on TikTok and on Twitter.
They're on TikTok.
Tiramisu.delight.
This reel is very spiral. It's mainly my recital. It's like that. Anyway, I'm gonna undo this thing. So firstly, okay, we'll talk appearance in a bit, but I like this little bow. Oh, that was a nice.
Oh, that smells.
There's nothing more satisfying.
Dang, that smells so banging.
Swear down. Hey, grab your spoon, bro. Let me flip and open mine up, man.
Doesn't smell like fish.
All right. So what we're gonna do is that was such a cheap shot, blood.
No, bro, just the lab. None of that.
Guys, listen. For everybody that's watching that has a product that we've tried, innit, yeah? Please do not take offense to anything that we say that might be constructive or that might not always be the 100% sparkly review that you expect. We're honest. If it's not great, it's not great. And
no. So hold on. So not that it's not great. It might not just. It's not for us.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you get me? It might be great for someone else.
I'm not a vegan. I said this several times. I'm not a vegan. So if the thing tastes a little bit
funny,
off, it's because as in like not off as in expired. Just not. You know what I mean? It's a bit higgy. That's because it's not to my liking. Because I've indulged in non-vegan brownies and they are phenomenal.
And it could also be the fact that it might be that certain batch that we got.
Yeah, but that's a problem. And that shows a lack of consistency. So that's not the case. Listen, no doubt in what you're doing. I'm sure you're doing great. But if it's not to my liking, I'm not going to pretend it is. That's all it is. Do you get me? And actually, people sometimes like last week we had a guest. That's his opinion. If his opinion is that, then it's that. You get me? All right, then. Without further ado, so Cash, you got the Bueno flavored tiramisu.
I got Kinder Bueno.
No, Kinder Bueno tiramisu. Blood, believe I'm gonna try that.
So yeah, just quickly as well. This is a small box.
This is a small,
and it's quite big.
It's a small box. I don't think it's a one-man job, but it's gonna be done, innit?
100%.
It's big. It's big. I got a big ass hand, yeah, and it's basically my hand span. Yeah, like Bear Man said, yeah, man, I'm Bear Man. You should see the size of my bare hand. It's a 20 centimeter span.
Let's go. Yeah, man, I'm Bear Man. Who say you're not? I can't take Bear Man. Tell me, have you seen the size of my bare hand? It's a 20 centimeter span.
Can I dig in?
Yeah, go for it. No. And I got the classic tiramisu because I'm a classic gentleman with a classic taste. That's good, G.
Come on.
That's good.
Nice and creamy.
Oh my. I'm dribbling. That is creamy. Okay. I can see why small is small because it's so airy and light. It's like you're eating nothing, but you're eating something.
Clouds.
You're eating something.
You're eating clouds.
Oh my.
It's soft.
Bruv.
Scrumptious.
I can't remember the last time I had a tiramisu.
Same.
But I couldn't have envisioned a better tiramisu. Does that make sense, blood? Oh. Oh. Blood.
We're playing tennis.
I'm in an iron tennis. This is
wow.
Bruv,
I'm in a bag of this.
outrageously good.
I'm in a bag of this.
No, don't. Allow me, man. I'm used to having your leftovers.
No, this is too good.
No, this is phenomenal. I swear down. I want to talk, but I don't want to talk because I want to eat.
Bro, the flavour is just enough sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
Cocoa powder on top. Perfect.
Yeah, that cocoa dust. Blood. Coco Chanel. Ah. Okay, let's talk. Wow. Yeah, grab a napkin because I know it can get messy.
Yeah, messy.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to return to that in a minute, but I feel like I need to talk to you about it. But I also selfishly didn't want to talk.
Bro, I can't
That's
stop.
phenomenal, bruv.
I can't stop.
That is phenomenal, bruv.
I cannot stop.
That is phenomenal. Simple as that. That's all I can say.
Oh,
Now, appearance. How good can you make a tiramisu look? It looks good. It actually does look good. Yeah? It does look very, very good. What would have been a bit like little subtle changes or like little minor changes, yeah? If you're going to, instead of dusting the whole thing on top, I would have said get a little template with TD and then dust over that. You get me? Like a little minor thing like that just to make the thing look, wow, trademark. You get me? But that's just like, you can't mark them down for that.
bro, it's getting better and better every bite.
Brother, I want to talk so I can eat it.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
But, I mean, the plastic thing, like it gets a little bit shaky in the car and stuff like that. But other than that, you can't fault it, brother. Appearance, like 9 out of 10, just because, like, what else would they put it in though? I'm trying to think of what else you would put it in.
Can't really, can you?
I'm trying to think, man. 9 out of 10, but I can't actually suggest a 10 out of 10. I'm just looking at it and thinking there must be a slightly better, packaging. But that's nothing. That's nothing. It doesn't affect the thing at all. Do you get me? Obviously. As for the taste, when I tell you, I promise you that this is a 10-10 product.
Mm-hmm. Tell them.
This is a 10-10 product. This is 10 out of 10 for taste. Okay, I want to talk more. It's creamy. It's airy. It's light. The sponge, just like you could just push your tongue against the roof of your mouth and your palate, whatever it's called, and it disappears. It decimates it. Bruv. Okay, I'm going to carry on now. I'm just going to eat it. I'm going to finish the whole thing while he gives a little score. I'm going to score.
I really don't want to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let me give it my little review now. So, in terms of appearance, it's a solid, in my opinion, solid 8.
Yeah.
Solid 8.
Consolidate.
Solid 8. Whatever. Obviously, it's a new business in that anyway. Like,
Oh, is it?
Quite new anyway. I think it's I can't even. I don't want to quote it, but yeah, but a couple of weeks, I think.
No way.
Or like a month. Also,
Phenomenal.
it's pretty new. It's pretty new. But it's slowly, gradually building, as anyone does.
I'm not gonna lie, they're destined for greatness with this product.
And so I can see obviously why that. Obviously, in terms of boxing and it's not going to be flipping.
Yeah.
Knightsbridge standards. You get me, Harrods and
I
that.
can't stop.
But
I'm almost done.
Fantastic. But the tiramisu itself inside the box looks fantastic. Like it looks really, really nice. Some tiramisus you get that look all messy and watery and gooey and not gooey. Gooey's nice, but like watery and just
clean cut
mess. Like just like like water crayons, bruv. I don't have to explain it. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't look doesn't look pleasing to the eye. Yeah,
this has been constructed, put together, and it's like it's all sitting there as it should do. It's not melting. It's not leaning to one side. It's flat. If you put it, I can't explain it, but it's dank. I'm done, by the way. But I am full.
Shut up now. Crazy. Let me talk. Thanks. That's my review. 8 out of 10 again. Taste. Solid. Easy. Breezes it. 10 out of 10.
Serious.
Breezes 10 out of 10. After the first bite, I knew it was a 10. And do you know what I mean? It gets better and better. Like you can eat something and you can get bored of it.
No.
You can eat something and not enjoy it already. See? What? Do me something. There you go. Do something.
Do something about it.
But yeah, it just gets better and better. As I get into the center of it, it just gets nicer and creamier and softer and just imagine eating a cloud, bro. Just imagine looking at the sky and saying, I want one of them. Grabbing it, eating it. It's so soft. And it's not too sweet. It's perfectly made. Do you know what I mean? It's not. I can't explain it. It's really nice. It just sits in the mouth perfect. Yeah. Voila. So yeah, I'm giving it a solid 10 out of 10. So that's 2 10 out of 10s in terms of taste. Fantastic.
Just say, that is not waffle. Do you get me?
It's dank.
I could do. Cash asked me, listen, do you want a small or large? Again, this is the one of those rare occasions where he took over with the ordering of dessert. I actually had my mind on something else, and I reached out to them, but he'd already said, no, I wanted a tiramisu. I was like, cool. So we got that, and I was like, let me see the sizes in it, small and large. Small looked kind of big still. Now, I wish I got a large. I am full, but I wish I got a large because I'd happily, get into a food coma for that because boy, sensational,
fantastical, isn't it?
110%, man.
Definitely coming back.
Yeah, no
ladies and gentlemen, please. As you do subscribe, comment, like, and share, do check these guys out as well. Do check out tiramisu.delight.
Because it's looking quite
cool. Check out tiramisu.delight, Instagram. Just shout, hit them up. Make plenty of orders. 100%. And if there's any leftovers that you do not want,
I'm going to take them.
Send them over to the Sweet Science.
No, just me, blood. I'm the leftover guy.
Send it over to Mouse.
Huh?
But yeah, make sure you do that. As you're subscribing, make an order.
No, for real. Just at them or whatever you call it on Insta. Just check them out and make the order. Believe me, you shall not regret it. Keep going.
You won't.
Are you picking up the Kinder Bueno flavour or not?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, it comes in like towards the centre and that is dank.
All right, so here's my coffee. This will wake me up. I didn't have a great sleep last night because I was up all night watching combat, watching a bit of fighting. Bruv, what was that youth's name that didn't make weight, man?
Rafael Alves.
Who the heck comes in to the weigh-in? Why even show up if you're 11.5 pounds? That's like what, 6 kilo? 5 kilo?
Absolutely
over?
Embarrassing.
Are you mad? Blood, why are you coming in that heavy? What is going on? At what point did you think, you know what, I won't eat today. I'm going to skip breakfast today. I'll make weight, trust me, man. I know it's only 15 pounds. Now it's 11.5. Apparently it's 12.5, but I'm going to go with what we posted. 11.5.
Who said 12.5?
I think it was Charlton.
No, but I think it was.
He might be mistaken.
Yeah, I think Chel's wrong. I think we're right and Chel's wrong.
Bruv, what in the world were you thinking? I swear down, I said, you know what? Listen, I'm just gonna go work.
We
for
posted
Royal
on
Mail,
our Instagram. Is it unprofessional or is it miscalculation, bruv?
But what's the
Couple of
miscalculation?
pounds,
What's the miscalculation?
£1-2 miscalculation. Like, because people, you know, if they're traveling from abroad, getting their waterway, you know, all these little things that could possibly go wrong. Yeah, but this guy was 11.5 pounds over weight.
That's a mad number, man. That's
He basically tried to come in
he was
the next
basically
division.
two-weight
world champion.
basically. Exactly, he's coming for 2 belts at once, bruv. Not even. But yeah, I mean, you've messed about, and what you've done is you've wasted your time, you've wasted your team's time, you've wasted the other guy's time, his team's time. Does he not get paid for the other guy? What happens?
I think he does get paid. I think when you get to the weigh-in, I think so. I'm pretty certain, but you have to be compensated for that, bro.
You absolutely have to. Absolutely have to, because now what happens?
So yeah, his fight with Patrick Sabatini basically got called off because he was, come on, man,
you're sabotaging.
You sabotaged Sabatini.
You get me? Yeah, that's unbelievable. I just wanted to touch on that quickly. Obviously, before we move on, he might have been a heavyweight, and then he could have just fought Derek Lewis and maybe given a better, had a better shot. Obviously, this weekend we saw Derek Lewis versus Curtis Blaydes, Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, and
Razor
Blades, man. A lot of people gave it to Razor Blades going.
Yeah, we had a poll up, and majority, I think 60% said Razor would win. I thought Curtis Blaydes was going to win. Put my hands up and admit I was wrong. It's just because I'd seen a lot of Derek Lewis against wrestlers who hold him down and tire him out, and he just doesn't. He said it himself in the post fight. I don't want to fight 5 rounds. I like 3-round fights. And I thought Curtis been on a very good win streak anyway, and he was closing in on a title shot, very confident of that. I just thought maybe stylistically it wasn't right for Derek, but again, the Black Beast showed us why he's the Black Beast.
Bruv, he's a beast for real, man.
Absolute animal, so scary, bro. Second round, clocked him with a first round went, and people were quite surprised that Curtis was standing and trading and striking, basically.
I think he shot a couple of times, though. He did going for the shoot. But
it wasn't the game plan that everyone expected. And even the reporters, the media touched on it afterwards, and even Derek was like, you're making a big mistake. He said in between round 1 and 2, in the corner, he said, you're making a mistake. Like, this isn't going to end well for you, kind of thing. And he kind of went in for a shoot. And as he was doing that, got clocked with a huge uppercut. Was already asleep on the way down, and then he fell into him. He fell into him for a second, and he had to push him off him. And I thought, oh shit, okay, that hurt him. Pardon my language. Oh snap, that hurt him. He's kind of gone in for a clinch of some sort, innit? But he'd slept. He was sleep standing, and it went down. Boom, boom, 2 huge shots whilst he's on the ground. And that's all she wrote. All she wrote,
bruv.
People giving a bit of criticism for them 2 shots afterwards.
Yeah,
but like he said as well,
you're in the
until the referee pulls me off.
Yeah.
Fight continues, bro.
And like he said, I'm actually not built to, like, I don't have that reaction or whatever. Once I'm in the zone, innit? Like he said, until you pull me off, I can't stop. I'm in the moment. And I don't blame him for that. He would have had to hit him.
It's like trying to stop a 100-mile-per-hour car in 1 second. It's impossible.
You have to, like, I'd say maybe after like the 3rd, 4th hit. Firstly, the ref, he should have stopped it sooner anyway. As in, like, not now. I'm saying if you get to the punch number 4, then you're like, bruv, you need to do your job, because that's not his job. My job isn't, Lewis's job isn't to say, oh, are you awake or not? Because if not, I'll keep going.
He said it himself. He's like, he can rise like the Undertaker.
Yeah.
He could have sat up like the Undertaker, like Tyson Fury did against Deontay Wilder.
Absolutely. So
out cold, and
to make sure you seal the deal. Yes, it's a bit brutal, but that is the job. That's the job you're in. That's what they do. Innit? This is what they do. So no, I wouldn't say no stick for that, man. But what's next for? Well,
Lewis is asking for a fight with Overeem.
Yeah,
Alistair Overeem. He said he's been after that fight for a long time. Overeem said it was easy work in the past, but Derek Lewis apparently said that he's called him out. They've tried to make the fight about 4 times, and all 4 times that the fight's never happened.
Unfortunately for Overeem, I don't think it's a good fight for him, man. I don't think it's a good fight. Striking wise, Overeem is far superior, but he doesn't have the power that Lewis has. He does not have
anymore
the power
anyway.
Yeah, no, exactly, anymore. He doesn't have the power anymore. And And you can be as slick as you like, and he's actually not really slick anymore either. But again, that's
He
what
just
comes
slowed
with
down
age.
a lot.
He slowed down, exactly.
Obviously, if he sticks to a smart game plan and tries to not get hit, he could obviously hold him down and wear him out and try and get a stoppage that way, being the bigger, stronger man. But it's late on in his career, taking devastating losses. It's tough. And Derek Lewis is.
I think, to be honest,
Derek Lewis is one of them guys you don't want to play with, basically.
I'm not going to lie to you though. I think Lewis should have taken a bit more of an ambitious like step. Do you know what I mean? Like call someone out.
Well, he said it himself. He's like, I don't care. Like he's got this very nonchalant, like this, like not almost lazy, but just not very, like you're saying, ambitious. It's
like, aura about him, innit? He's just. Like,
he said that in the post fight again. He's saying, I don't want 5-round fights, and then they said, well, 5-round fights are main events. Yeah. Do you not want to be in a main event? He's like, I don't care if I'm in a main event or not.
Serious. What's he in the game for? Is it just for the P?
I don't know, bro. Because even the money, they said to him, are you getting your 50k bonus? Or he's like, I don't really care. Like he was just very. I don't know.
That sounds a bit mad, bruv. That sounds a bit mad.
I don't really care because I watch every one of his fights. He's very entertaining.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. So
on the mic, off the mic.
My balls was hot.
Yeah, he said it afterwards. He's like, Houston's cold at the moment because my hot balls wasn't there. So
that's sick, man.
He's like, I'm back tomorrow, guys. Don't worry. Legend, absolute legend. But yeah, I'd like to see him. Obviously we've got Stipe and Ngannou fighting.
Yes.
For the title. Then probably John Jones is going to be number one contender for that.
I'm not going to lie, guys. I didn't hear no comments about my my impression of Ngannou, bruv. I thought that was a very good impression, man. No one said, oh, that's very accurate. Greetings from Norway. No one said that. What's going on? I was very upset, man.
Come on, Norway, man. Get behind his Ngannou impression.
Norway, bruv. Yeah.
But yeah, let's see what happens for Derek Lewis next. I think he should ideally look for a big fight. But let's see what happens, man. The heavyweight division's kind of a bit not in limbo at the moment because obviously it's kind of just we're waiting on Stipe and Ngannou to happen.
Yeah. Jones
for then Jones to enter the fray.
Yes,
because we don't know if Jones is gonna have a warm up or he's gonna go straight into a title shot.
I don't think it makes sense. I think he needs to acclimatise to the weight, man. He can't go for a title shot.
I think in terms of the business, it makes sense. Go straight in for a title shot. Like it's John Jones kind of thing. But for his own sake and his own benefit, I think he should have at least one fight at heavyweight just to get used to it because it's a different ball game.
Yeah, completely. But then I think the like devil's advocate kind of opinion would be that it's one and done. I think. Yeah, I think it's one and done. I think he wins the title with someone a heavyweight and he just gets panned because he can't deal with the weight. Then what? There's no marketability.
That's what I'm saying. I think with Jones, especially now, as you've seen sort of towards the later part of his career, these last couple of fights, I think you've got to be careful with who you put him in against. Stylistically, if you put him in there against the right kind of heavyweights, he will win. But against certain heavyweights, it will be difficult. Obviously, it'll be difficult against any heavyweight, but there's always that risk factor of getting put to sleep with a single shot, which at light heavyweight he kind of avoided because of his movement and his speed, and him just being the superior athlete. But at heavyweight, as you pack on those extra pounds, we don't know what he's going to look like. Is he going to be slower? Is he going to be stiffer?
Crazy, innit?
Stuck in the mud. In the mud.
That's the thing that could really be the case.
I don't think he will because he's one of them one-in-a-kind athletes. I
do think he could. I think it depends on his training. To be honest, it doesn't matter how athletic you are. If you don't pack on the size and compensate with like added mobility and stuff like that kind of training. But I think he does that though. I think he does do that.
Yeah, definitely.
And it can be done. You can be as big as you like. Look at that guy. I don't know his real name, but that Real World Tactical. Bruv, you know I'm talking about it. That you apparently looks like, man.
The one is on COD.
Yeah, exactly. That bro there.
Animal.
That's goals. That's goals. He is as huge as you like, nimble as you like, and he's just an animal. Like a straight up savage. He will ragdoll you, and then he will get into the flipping sleeping dog pose in yoga, whatever it's called, upside down dog.
He'll get into the chupacabra.
So yeah, that guy's phenomenal. Yeah. Anyway, it can be done. John Jones can do it. I do want to see what he's going to do in heavyweight, but I guess you're right. Then really and truly, just throw him in there with for a title fight straight away. One and done. If he enjoys it up there, then maybe. But I don't think that's for him. I don't think that's for him. He is looking big though.
Yeah, he is
looking big, man. Crazy. He doesn't look like a heavyweight. Does that make sense? As in, like the rest of the heavyweights are quite fat. You've got a couple that aren't obviously over him, who's a little bit kind of like. Just chubby now, isn't it? Like,
on the softer side, yeah. And Ngannou's an animal.
Ngannou is a beast, bruv. That guy's physique is he just looks
Stipe's pretty lean.
Yeah, Stipe is quite lean, so fair enough. And he's got the height, you know. Jones has got the height, so it makes sense actually. He could probably carry it without being too big.
He's taller than some of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's
Taller than quite a few. I don't know. He just looks tall.
6'5", I think.
That's crazy.
I think he's 6'5" or 6'6" or something like that. 6'5", I think he is.
That's crazy.
And Ngannou's like 6'4". But Ngannou looks huge though.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this weekend was crazy in terms of combat sports. So we had the UFC, and then we
had
also
so much boxing.
Oh, yeah, literally just about to jump into it.
Yeah.
We had the return of the problem. The return of the problem. Adrien Broner. Yeah. Back in boxing since his defeat to Manny Pacquiao in 2019. Broner took on hard-hitting come forward fighter Giovanni Santiago.
Unknown, man. Let's not be
very unknown. I don't think anybody knew about him.
Hard hitting. How do we know he's hard hitting?
Jimmy Lennon Jr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
But I mean, I'm not taking his word for it.
She was said Jimmy Lennon Jr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Bruv, I don't know, man.
He's classy, yeah, she.
Hey, idiot.
But yeah, Broner returned. The fight was meant to be at 140. He couldn't make the weight. So a couple of days before the fight, I think they changed the contract agreement and said it was going to be at welterweight.
Fun fact, I didn't even know that until you told me this. What a madness. So not only are you lacking the discipline to make weight like flipping the other guy was, but you've got enough like firepower behind you to say, ban this. I'm not even sticking to the rules. I'm going to ban it and I'm just going to do... That was crazy. And he just made his own new contract within days before the fight. Crazy. But that being said, he came in promising a madness. I voted on our own thing, from my personal account, to say that he was going to win. Because it's Broner, innit? Against someone who we don't know. But man, I was wrong. What happened? It was just signature Broner. Not what did he call himself? Old school Broner? Nah, it was just your typical signature Broner now. Just the idiot, man.
Mm-hmm. It was just...
The word's not gun shy anymore.
I don't know what it is, to be honest. I mean, he's been like this for ages now. Yeah. And Twitter was going mad. I was losing my mind watching it, thinking, bro, throw your hands. How many times have I said this? When he throws his combinations, he's one of the best in the world. Yes. He just, and that's what he's known for as well. On his flashy pad. Do it then. Do it. There's a difference between hitting your brethren's hands and hitting your opponent in the face. Let your hands go. It's just, and that's why there's fighters who you should be outclassing and dominating. Not trying to be disrespectful to Santiago, but he's not on your level. You're a 4-weight world champion. You should be sort of dismissing and getting rid of these guys relatively easy.
Yeah.
But you're not. You're playing around and you're not throwing your hands, and then he's waiting, and when he's going back to the corner and his trainer is telling him this needs to happen, this needs to happen.
Man,
he's arguing with them and telling them, nah, what you on about? Like it just doesn't sound like...
And they weren't convincing, like they weren't telling him like he needs to make changes anyway. Like, it's just unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable scenes, mate.
It's strange, man, because it's just frustrating watching him. Because he's got the talent, he's got the ability to do it. He was saying something that in the post fight, he said he only had $13 in his account.
$17, I think he said.
No, 13.
Was it 13?
$13, yeah.
And
crazy.
That's waffle, bruv.
Obviously, I know
I had $13 in my account. I was there to make checks and have sex. What idiot, bruv, or whatever he said in it. Man, there's no excuse. To be honest, if you had $13 in your account, then you should have made this work, because you should have been hungrier. I can't even breathe. You should have been hungrier. You're a liar, man. You're literally a liar. And your previous performance and your previous what's the word? Reputation. That's what's carrying you right now. And you've always been living in somebody else's shadows anyway. Big bro don't even like you, bruv. Did you get me? Like, I'm not even trying to discredit you because you're 4-weight world champion. But bruv, what are you doing? Like, are you serious? Are you being serious? I'm a fan. You're entertaining. I'm speaking to you directly because I know you're listening. Yeah? But what are you doing? What are you doing? You're wasting your talent. You're wasting your talent. This is your career. You're basically self-employed, and your performance depends. Sorry, your career depends on your performance. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Why are you messing about? Why are you messing about? You're a grown man. You are a grown man. You know this. Please go and just put some work in. Are you scared of getting hit now? You weren't scared of getting hit before. You weren't getting hit before. Why are you allowing yourself? Why are you scared to throw? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, man, it's just a shame to see this. I feel like I'm talking to my youth, bro. It's a shame to see this. You're better than that. But you're not, because you're not showing it. Do you get me? Bruv, please, man. We pay money for these fights, bruv. I want to see something serious. No, I don't care if you got $13. How do you know I ain't got $10? I'm spending my money on watching you, bruv. Come on, G. Flipping change up the tone, man. Do something serious.
We said it's a different AB. I think that's the 15th time he said that.
Exactly.
So let's see what happens. Let's see.
This time it was a different AB. Apparently he was just broke. That's the only difference between him and the previous AB. He was scared to flipping throw combos.
Adrien broke.
Adrien broke now.
You get me? But let's see, bro. I don't know. I do want him to do well because I enjoy watching him.
Exactly. He's entertaining. Even
nothing personal, but it's just when someone talks the way they talk, you have to back it up. Back it up. Or just don't talk. Mad. Don't talk crud. It is what it is. Let's see. AB's back. Let's get him into some big fights. As in that he's returned, obviously. Okay, he's got 12 rounds under his belt. He's been up for more than 2 years.
He threw more punches or fewer punches in those 12 rounds than he's thrown probably in like 1 or 2 rounds of his previous fight. So it's not even 12 rounds, bruv. 12 rounds of what? 12 rounds is based on the fact that you're flipping throwing punches. Anyway, he was just disengaging the whole time. What's next? Who else fought, man?
Oscar Valdez. Congratulations to the new WBC junior lightweight champion. Oscar Valdez took on Miguel Berchelt. And boy,
what a fight.
What a fight.
Bit of a shocker.
What a performance.
Yes. What a performance.
I think it's quite a 50-50 fight. Yeah?
I think it's the way it ended. That was the shock in it. That was a shocking punch.
I don't think I expected it to end like that.
Coming back. It was a left hook, right? It must have been. Yeah. Coming back, he was kind of on the attack. Then he was getting countered, if you like. And then just stepping back. Bam! Left hook. Finished. Finito.
That's all she wrote. Yeah.
That's all she wrote.
I can't lie to you. It was a scary knockout because he was out cold for time, for a long time. So yeah, basically Oscar Valdez won via knockout in the 10th round. After kind of really dominating the fight, to be honest. He was faster, stronger, looked more menacing, hurting him. He hurt Berchelt in the 4th round, I believe it was. Wobbled him. Berchelt didn't go down, but he was very badly hurt. And from then on, it was just pressure, dominate, and sort of try and take him out. And in the 10th round, it all ended. Basically, Valdez landed, like Mouse said, it was a monstrous left hook. Yeah, something you could see on Dragon Ball Z or Mortal Kombat. Something mad.
Watch him put a little clip of that in. I know you were gonna do that, bro. I don't even.
And yeah, he just turned into Goku and put him to sleep, bro. It was Valdez. I like Valdez a lot. He's a very good fighter. I like his personality. Good guy. In and out of the ring. So congratulations, Oscar Valdez. You are the new WBC champ.
Nice.
And
just like that.
Then Devin Haney called him out. It wasn't really a call out. It was more of a like, congratulations. Let's get it on, brother, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's polite. That's a polite call out, though.
Good fight. I like to see that. It's a very interesting fight. But yeah, everyone in and around those weight classes is just, there's so many names now and so many good fighters, you know. Like it's you know, it's crazy what's going on.
There's way too much going on. It's so exciting. We're not even spoiled for choice. It's almost like, man, just slow down. It's crazy. But again, boxing it's been quiet, so I think this is the least we can get. Do you understand? It's just a whole bunch of just big, huge names in similar divisions or the same division just going at it. It's tantalizing.
I think I missed out, but on the Broner undercard, the co-main event, we had the heavyweight action.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, so we'll just quickly touch base on that. Otto Wallin took on Dominic Brazil in the co-main event, co-feature bout on the Broner Santiago card. And Wallin won via unanimous decision, very comfortable unanimous decision. Again, we ran another poll and Wallin was actually the favourite. If you guys don't know Otto Wallin, he fought Tyson Fury, I think on Fury's second fight back. When Fury came in wearing the American shorts, and he suffered that huge cut.
Massive cut, fat,
huge, deep cut,
which was early on as well. Like, I don't know, third round.
Couple of rounds in, and they were worried that it could have got stopped.
He firmed it,
but Wallin gave him hell. Wallin gave him problems.
Problematic.
Otto Wallin, very good fighter, southpaw. Just a very well-rounded fighter. Decent hand speed, good head movement, good footwork,
head movement,
and decent pop in his punches. But you can tell he's one of those ones who likes to outbox his opponents and outclass them, outwork them, kind of thing. And the Swede got the victory. So congratulations, Otto Wallin. Good name, good win. And now he's on to bigger and better things.
I just feel like sometimes you say these things mechanically. What do you mean good name? What? Brazil?
Yeah, it's a decent name to have.
Sorry, lost to
it's a decent
AJ.
name to have on his record.
It's a decent name to have, but he lost to AJ, lost to Wilder. Like, what does he have going for him? I know.
But that's why I said good name. Because
of his previous.
I didn't say he's a good fighter.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah.
He's a good name.
Then it's a known name. Yes, he's actually probably more of a known quantity than you are.
He is.
But now you've proven that you're, you're worthy of stepping up.
Brazil's known in the UK because of his Joshua fight. Known in the US for that little bad blood he had with Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's built up a decent amount of followers and following and that. You know, I mean, he was training with Virgil Hunter. I don't know if he still is with Virgil Hunter. I can't even remember now. Silly for me to even not know who was in the corner in the fight. But regardless, you know what I mean? Congratulations, Otto. Dr. Otto Octavius. And then we will sort of
fly back to the end.
Fly back to the Londoners.
Fly me to the moon.
Yeah, man. Come back to the UK and damn. There were a lot
of towels flying around, man. I can say that, man.
Another shock.
Dried your hair.
Another shock on the cards.
Dried your hair off, mate. You know all of that.
So 2 weeks in a row, 2 Joshes have lost. Last week we had Josh Warrington obviously defeated and stopped and knocked out. This week we had the return of PBK.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say PBK. PBK, yeah. We had the return of PBK, Pretty Boy Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly taking on the European welterweight champion, David Avanesyan.
What's your opinion? Sorry, man, before we go. What's your opinion on people stealing each other's names? Pretty Boy. Sugar. I mean, Sugar, everyone's like, a lot of people have that, innit? But, like, what's your opinion? Bro, just come up with something better, innit?
I do. It's just... I know what you mean, innit? Be original, have your own thing, but it's just...
There's only so many names.
Yeah, exactly,
you can come up with.
What am I going to come up with next? The Wood.
What?
The Woodpecker. What? Like, because imagine every name's gone. And like,
okay. So
I'm just looking at the wood on the walls now. I'm like, the cameraman. Do you get me? I'm the laptop.
You're sick, man.
The mic man.
Vasilinos Gavaldes.
There you go.
Do you get me? That's a good one, though.
Imodium man. What could you come with?
Blood. Imodium.
Tiramisu Matthew. Or something, bruv. You know what I mean? Matthew.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Audley Huggy Harrison. Nah, this needs to stop, bruv. But yeah.
Red Bull Bud. You know what I mean? Like, what can you come up with? But you know, I get it and I do. I get it and I don't.
I'm sure you can come up with something in it.
100%, 100.
You know,
100, but
it just takes away because now I'm just thinking of Mayweather, not you. Anyway.
But yeah, Pretty Boy Kelly. David Avanesyan, tough fight, a huge step up. And it kind of looked like it was too many steps too soon, too far, too much.
I think you got too much stick, bro. I think you got too much stick, man. I do. Listen, people just
I'll be honest with you, yeah. I've seen Josh fight for a long time and I really rate him, yeah. I don't care what people say. Oh, he's in the gym, he looks flashy, all of this and that. And he gets you in the ring, you've got to prove it. Of course you've got to go in the ring and prove it.
That's what he tried to do.
And it didn't work out, but people are going on about, oh, he's cocky and he's arrogant and he needs to fix up. He's always had this style. He has always fought with his hands down, movement, squat down to make everything maybe more exaggerated and cool. Sometimes it might not work, but appreciate these fighters because they are very different. You know what I mean? You don't get a lot of guys with the Philly shell style. You don't get a lot of guys who have their hands down. And I know Adam Booth was getting a lot of stick as well, and it could be justified because at the time when Josh Kelly probably needed it, you've got to give him the right sort of advice in the corner and say, listen, get your hands up now. This guy is tough. He's going to walk you down. He's going to pressure you. He's going to be in your chest the whole fight. And that's what happened. And Kelly wasn't ready for it. Wasn't ready for it. This fight was meant to happen 2 years ago.
Crazy.
Imagine it happened 2 years ago. What would have happened?
Madness, man.
Listen, Kelly looked decent in there. He didn't look terrible as people were going, he was...
Nah, not at all, man.
He fought back. He went to war. He engaged. He showed heart. He would have carried on fighting. Adam Booth threw in the towel. So, yeah, David Avanesyan defended his European welterweight title, threw in the towel.
Threw in the title. He threw the title in.
What did I just say? And he defended his title via 6-round stoppage. Adam Booth threw in the towel after Kelly went down in the 6th round, got back up.
Yeah, it was a good call, man. I'm not gonna lie.
He was out. He was almost out on his feet. He was gonna get knocked out, probably sooner rather than later. And
I mean, yeah, I'm always like, when your corner throws in the towel, I always do feel for the fighter. But then you can gauge it by...
Have some more tiramisu?
Go for it. You can gauge it by their reaction to the towel being thrown in it. If the towel comes in like, what? I'm cool. Then I'm thinking, just let him. You should have just let him. I know he
was out on his feet though.
Yeah, he was.
He was kind of gone.
Exactly.
He didn't even realize.
But like, if you want to be a warrior, then be a warrior and take that risk in it. Like, I wouldn't want someone to make that call for me. But that being said, sometimes you have to look after your fighter because they're the ones with the adrenaline rush, not you. And you have to kind of just say, listen, not today, man. We're going to come back stronger next time. We'll just, back to the drawing board and think about what we did and how we can improve.
What I want to say is yeah, cool, give him stick, but it's very unnecessary criticism. Like I've saw people destroying him, like they hate him personally. Yeah. And it's just a style of boxing. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? When it pays off and it works, and eventually hopefully for Josh Kelly's sake, it does work and he does become a world champion. But loads of people were saying, he's not even British level. He did skip a few levels. He did kind of get fast tracked into it. But what better way to learn then?
Absolutely.
What better way to get your behind handed to you earlier on in your career for you to then be like, yep, you know what? I need to go back to the fundamentals. Sometimes a loss makes you better. We always say about the same guy, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. He took that Mayweather beating, that spanking, soaked up everything he could have from that fight, and became one of the best, if not the best fighter on the planet. Yeah? Some people don't need it. The only guy who didn't need to lose to be the best was Mayweather. But he's an anomaly. There's no one like Floyd. That's what I'm saying.
He's an anomaly, and a lot of people don't see it as an anomaly. People see it as the gold standard now. I need to be unbeaten. I need to retire with a 0 on my record. Bruv, that's so unrealistic. You might as well have a 0 in your win and losses and just not start boxing in the first place. Do you get me? Like, it's unrealistic. It's unlikely that you will never suffer a loss. Deal with the loss. I have no problem with someone that gets his, like you said, he's behind-handed to him. I have no problem with a fight that does that and improves. I have no problem with somebody who loses even miserably, like just gets completely pammed. Or close, or you need to taste defeat. You need to taste defeat to understand just how big that glory is. Do you get me?
I get that he stepped up and he got dealt with accordingly. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I understand that, and I understand the frustration of a lot of fans or boxing fanatics out there who maybe not support Josh, but they enjoy the sport and watched it, saying, why are you not getting your hands up? Why are you not? Obviously, he's never been in that situation before.
Yes, he's got away with it in the past.
And he didn't handle it right, of course. When you're hurt, you can't be trying to slip and slide and act like you're Mayweather when you're hurt. Basics. Grab the guy, tie up, and hold him till you've got your senses back. Be a bit dirty in there. See what you can do to try and buy yourself some time. Whatever you can do. Do you know what I mean? Stick some elbows in there. Bro, if you need to spit your gum shield out, do you know what I mean? Referee's gonna go pick it back up, put it in your mouth. What's his name? Whatever.
That
kept doing it.
Who's the coach that loves that, man? Oh, come on, man.
Give me a clue and the name will come.
Castillo Corrales. First one.
damn.
Hell, man, we spoke about him the other day. I can't. I hate not knowing. I can't get names, bro.
Give me a clue. Another clue.
I can't give you another clue.
Damn.
Flipping hell, bro.
When you get it, don't say it. Give me a clue.
I don't know how to give you a clue.
I'm the name man.
No, I don't know how to give you a clue.
No, but when you find
flipping YouTubing it, bruv.
Google it. Chen, Google that. While he does that though, but I'll speak about You can only learn from these experiences, and don't count Kelly out. Yeah, I've seen some big fighters take heavy defeats and come back. Yeah, and it happens. It happens. Sometimes it can happen later on in your career. Sometimes it can happen in your first couple of fights. It just so happened that Josh took a fight which he probably wasn't ready for, and it backfired. In hindsight, would he do things differently? Probably. Should he? Yes. But come on. The stick I think he's getting is very unnecessary. Yeah, people might not like him for his style, but you know what I mean? When it works, everybody loves it. Prince Nassim Hamed, for example. Very, very unorthodox. Not your typical boxer. Did things out of the box. Was a magician in there. But people loved him when it worked. When things went wrong for him, everybody was on his back. Do you know what I mean? So no, it's calm.
I can't pay attention. I'm so fuming because I got the name.
Can I have a clue now?
I can't think of a clue, bruv.
What does it begin with?
He's American. He's known for that. He's a bit old school now. Weathered face. He's old school. He's a dirty coach. He's respected.
It's not Teddy, is it?
No.
Dirty coach, weathered face.
JG.
Oh, Joe Goosen. I was thinking to myself, was it Goosey? Oh yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, go Goosen.
So annoying,
go Goosen. Double denim.
His head is right. Even if I saw his face, I wouldn't be able to name him. I'm definitely weird, but my brain doesn't work like other people's brains.
It's calm.
Words leave me, especially names. Names, I cannot recall them. I cannot recall them when I need to. It's crazy. Who is this again? Who are you?
Fat Mouse?
Yes. That rings a bell.
I love when you got yes. What a fossil. Listen, yeah, go Goosey on him, bruv. Go Goosen.
Exactly. Not? Spit out your gum shield. Just do things that you need to do. Test your limits. You're gonna lose a point. All right, cool. You're losing the fight. You're gonna get like a point. Virgil Hunter
always says, take 1 round off, take 2 rounds off, take 3 rounds off. It's a 12-round fight. It is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Andre Ward did it best against Kovalev. Lost rounds early on. He was hurt, paced himself, recovered, caught up, and won the race at the end. Do you get me? And it's just, you got to be smarter in there. Obviously, he's never been in that situation. So, congratulations to, because I'm not even talking about Avanesyan.
Yeah.
Bro, been in there with Peterson. He's been in there with, I think he fought Shane Mosley.
No way.
Let me double check that. That. But yeah, Avanesyan's a tough customer. Comes forward, typical animal. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Brawler.
I just flipping missed my whole nostril and got my eye, bruv.
Oh, damn. You're just going from bad to worse for him?
And the chairs creaked.
Yeah. Beat Shane Mosley, unanimous decision.
Crazy.
And then lost to Lamont Peterson. And then I can never pronounce his name, man. Egidius Kavalauskas. Cain Velasquez.
Exactly. That's what I say.
But yeah, congratulations, David. Superb performance.
Yeah,
great performance. Absolutely. Was written off completely. Came here basically to get his belt taken from him. And yeah, Eddie Hearn's got to be making Joshua Anthony Joshua's got to be making another phone call.
Yeah. Josh, don't worry about it, mate, because it's a learning curve. It's better to take. What is he, 16? Before this, I think he was 16.
Bro, I don't know what it is, man. But who, Kelly? And I think he's way less than that.
Nah, man.
But I just think he's. I don't know what it is, but
Kelly.
People don't like these kind of fighters, and it's strange because you should get behind your fighters, man.
Come on, I just want to be right. 10-0. Well, he's 10-1 now, but yeah, I really wanted to be right.
Pretty boy Josh Kelly.
All of this.
But yeah, I like him, man. He's a good guy, good fighter as well. So, but let's see what happens. On the undercard of that as well, we had the outspoken, The Albanian King, Florian Marku.
That name's bare annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
What, the
to
Albanian
you,
King?
Yeah, it's bare annoying, bro.
Albanian King,
But you know
Florian
what?
Marku took on undefeated Rylan, Charlton. Both undefeated, sorry. The Pint-sized Powerhouse. Was it Pint-sized?
Pint-sized Powerhouse, yeah.
I think that's what it is. I'm
sure
pretty
it is,
certain.
yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
going to
so
double
now.
check again.
But you know what's mad? You said they're both undefeated, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
They've also both got one draw. Like it's
Yeah.
it's all
crazy.
isn't it?
Very
But like,
similar-ish.
Yes,
Similar-ish.
but not in the ring.
Animal.
On the day, there was a clear class difference.
People wanted to see Florian lose, in my opinion, because he's
Yes.
outspoken.
Yes.
But the animal speaks from his heart. Albanians, Kosovans, everyone in and around sort of Eastern Europe, the Balkans, in general,
Yeah.
they are very prideful
Yes.
warriors. Yeah,
Warriors.
and that's what he is. Bro. He's an absolute tank animal, and he is so classy. Like, it surprised me how good his boxing ability is. I was surprised. I was shocked.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it was. I'm not gonna say I was shocked. I was shocked at the class difference, innit? I was shocked at the difference in level. Now, I was gonna say Josh Kelly. Who are we talking about? Oh, it's Josh Kelly. No, who are we talking about? No, flipping hell. This is what I'm saying. Can you say the name? Don't do that.
What are you talking about?
Just now, who did
Florian
he fight?
Marku.
Who did he fight?
Rylan Charlton.
Thank you, Rylan Charlton. Yeah,
I was thinking, what are you on
come
about?
in, bruv, I'm telling you, there's something wrong with me. He was a game fighter. Heart, absolutely unquestionable.
100%.
You cannot question his heart. You cannot question how badly he wanted it, how badly he showed he wanted it. He floored him. He put Marku on his bum.
Mm-hmm.
In what round? I can't remember what round it was. Maybe 6.
I think it was 6 rounds.
Something like that, yeah. He put him on his backside and we were like, whoa, this could just turn around. Every other round before that was not in his favour. It was close, but clear. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
They were clear 10-9s, but they were close. Like, it was...
Like, Charlton, imagine Charlton was putting in a lot of pressure, was trying to walk Marku down, but Marku was landing the cleaner, faster, more effective, crisp shots.
Yes.
It was
so
more
much
sort of-
faster. Speed
Yeah.
really did kill in this instance. It was mad. And to be honest, just more dimensions. There were many more dimensions.
Throwing at different angles, in and out, jumping in and out, on his feet, on his toes,
Yes.
lighter on his feet, quicker. He just looks like a very, very good fighter who's only just really getting started.
That's
You know what
why
I mean?
it's very impressive.
Kickboxer turned MMA fighter
Bruv.
turned boxer.
And
This
he
guy's
said,
doing
I
the
know
whole
I'm
thing.
not a boxer, but I'm going to get there. But you already boxed like a boxer. You performed like a
He
boxer.
does. It's
I
surprising.
respect him. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care if he's outspoken. The guy deserves it, man. He deserves his props, man. Give them to him.
Warrior, animal. And yeah, commiserations to Rylan. You'll definitely be back.
Of course.
He's a tough man, hits hard, game fighter. You know, he probably would have carried on.
Once again, you
For
have
longer.
to suffer a loss.
Do you get me?
To find out where you're going wrong. Because I'll tell you why. Again, this is probably what separates Mayweather from the majority, yeah? Is that even in Mayweather's victory, I'm sure he looks back at his fights and says, this is where I could improve. This is where I could improve. Even though I won. Do you get me? Now here, people probably think, okay, we won. Let's work on this. It was close. We could have... But we don't really tend to it. Am I talking rubbish? Possibly. But like, what I'm trying to say is, it's like you get complacent with a win and you don't think, okay, I need to address my problems. Well, it got me here. This is what I'm still here. So there's nothing to address. There's always something to improve on, no matter who you are. Do you get me? So, yeah, I think this exposed a few holes in your game, which is absolutely fine because as a young, relatively inexperienced fighter, you're finding out what you need to improve on.
He still works as a chef
blemish?
part-time.
That's amazing.
Do you know what I mean?
He's going to have a fat slap-up meal today and we're back to the drawing board tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, nah, man. Just
Congratulations,
take some time off.
Marku, on good win, 8th round stoppage. Congratulations, you got the job done.
Yeah.
And then just briefly as well, because we were still there.
That was the stoppage was, sorry, by way of the towel being thrown in again. This is why I said loads of towels are
being
flying.
thrown, yeah.
Because, and he caught it as well.
And he kind of landed on his head kind of thing.
No, I think it was just in the air and he just, well, actually kind of grabbed it with a glove on, but he did grab it and he was just like holding it up like he grabbed the skull. Do you know what I mean? Like he just removed someone's scalp.
Animal. And then, who was in attendance? Conor Ben. So yeah, all of these fights happen at welterweight, by the way. Yeah. So David Avanesyan, Josh Kelly was at welterweight, and then obviously Marku and Charlton was at welterweight as well. Marku after the fight called for a fight with Conor Benn. We didn't really call for a fight. He just said Conor Benn will never fight me. Yeah, Conor Benn will not put his record on the line against me. He won't fight me. He's a coward. And Conor Benn basically went and said the opposite. I'm not a coward. I'm far from.
And he's not a coward, to be honest.
In my opinion, he's not. Definitely not. Definitely not. Conor Benn's a warrior. Runs in the veins, bro. Runs in the blood. But it's a good fight. I'd love to see that. I think Marku's got to have a few more name victories, and then he'll get Conor Benn. Yeah, eventually, because obviously the fight they were building up to was Josh Kelly versus Conor Benn. Yeah, huge fight in the UK, big fight.
Mad still.
Like Eddie Hearn was saying, that was like it's the modern Khan Brook.
Yeah,
and now Kelly's obviously lost. It kind of puts him in a tough situation, and then obviously Conor Benn's got a very tough fight coming up against Sammy Vargas on April 10th. So let's see. Conor Benn was in attendance though. The welterweight division, especially in the UK scene anyway, is building up gradually. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to say that Ben's a coward. That's definitely not fair. But I do see why Marku is doing this. But if you don't call out, you don't get. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. Call out, be as audacious as you like. Be as, what's the flipping word, bruv? You don't agree with me. People don't agree with you. Flipping hell, bruv. Today's not my day. This is mashing me up. The pollen is killing me. What's it called, man?
Controversial.
Thank you. This is not normal. Okay, guys, listen. I'm gonna speak less today, and think more.
Well, luckily we're at the end of the episode, but so you ain't got to speak anymore.
This long to find out.
Just tell them to subscribe.
I've been quiet today, guys. Once again, forgive me the sniffles.
He's been under the weather.
The name
today,
recollection. No, it's not. I'm not. I ain't got corona. Don't try it about under the weather.
Yeah,
it's literally pollen. That's all it is. I'm allergic to grass blades, bruv. That's all it is. Okay, don't try and take me for an idiot, bruv. Trying to give me corona. It's not even real.
I'm diagnosing him with corona through the screen.
So yeah, forgive me. But guys, you know, I've been taking this thing. Apparently, you're not going to take more than 8 sprays a day. I've had about 10 already, and it's only 7 p.m. Thank you very much, guys, for listening, for watching, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for sharing. Just thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Thank you.
Check us out on Spotify as well. Don't forget, listen to us.
Some people say, I can't sit and watch for an hour and a half. You're not expected to sit and watch for an hour and a half. You leave it on in the background as you do your dishes. You're there, brother. As you do your dishes or as you do your thing here, tissues, man. Yeah. You just put Red Bull on his phone. Now his phone's going to stay up all night.
My phone's got wings.
Clean your yard, in the gym, which is impossible right now. Long drives, I love those. So that's when you're meant to listen, innit? Spotify works wonders for that. Or, I mean, I'm not that clapped, am I? Am I? I might be though still. So then maybe you don't want to see man on YouTube, but if anything, you could watch man because I'm expressive with it when I'm not dying of hay fever, when pollen ain't killing me. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. I've been your boy Fat Mouse.
I've been Cash with a K and not a C.
We shall see you lot soon. Once again though, subscribe.